Arena grooming and maintenance are vital to achieve a high-quality arena surface. Premier Equestrian groomers are designed for a variety of functions in your arena, creating a consistent riding surface for your equine athlete. In this video, we will explain the features and functions of the Premier Pro and the Premier Mini Pro groomers. Premier Equestrian groomers are designed to be used with textile arena surfaces. The Mini Pro Groomer comes in 5 and 6 foot wide models. It is pulled by a single point hitch using equipment possessing 27 horsepower or more, such as a small tractor, UTV, or side-by-side. The Premier Pro Groomer comes in 6, 7, and 8 foot wide models and is pulled by a 3-point hitch using equipment possessing 40 horsepower or more. The Premier Pro Groomer utilizes a swivel hitch. This allows the groomer to swivel and track behind the tractor, helping to eliminate sand piling up in the corners. The Premier Pro Groomer features the transport lock pin. The transport lock pin prevents the groomer from swiveling during transport. Assure the transport lock pin is in place when you are transporting the groomer. When grooming your arena, lower the groomer, remove the transport lock pin and place it in the holder. Both models, the Pro and Mini Pro, feature 2 rows of S-tines designed for digging and mixing. 2 rows of Coil Tines create a vibrating action to break up clumps and fill in grooves created by the S-tines. Use the turnbuckles to set the depth of the S-tines and Coil Tines. Set the turnbuckle lock in place before you begin grooming. Use the tilt arms to rotate S-tines and Coil Tines 45 degrees backwards or forwards. Lock the tilt arms with the pin. I'll explain the different settings in just a moment. The smoothing bar is used for leveling and additional compaction. The angle of the blade can be rotated 45 degrees to move more or less material. Set the height to affect the compaction of the surface. The smoothing bar will create more drag for your pulling equipment, so be careful to watch your engine temperature. Rollers on the front and back stabilize the groomer, eliminating the chance for the tines to dig too deep. Rollers also aid in extra compaction of the surface. Your Premier Groomer is delivered on a pallet by a freight truck. Be sure to talk to the trucking company about the size of the truck and how to get in and out of your property. The trucking company will call you to schedule an appointment for delivery. The truck may include a lift gate to offload the 5 foot and 6 foot Mini Pro Groomers. The 7 foot and 8 foot Pro Groomers may require additional equipment for offloading, such as a forklift. Your forklift will need to lift at least 1,500 pounds. Getting your groomer off the pallet. Begin by removing the shipping straps. To prevent the groomer from catching on the pallet, use the turnbuckles and tilt arms to place S-tines and Coil Tines in the back and up positions. Place the smoothing bar in the up position. The Mini Pro Groomer's single-point hitch system ships unassembled. Carefully pull the hitch off the pallet. Remove the 2 red pins. Align the hitch and insert the 2 pins. To assemble the kickstand on the Mini Pro Groomer, first remove the pin. Next, remove the kickstand, rotate, and reinsert to the hitch. Insert and lock the pin. Loosen the knob to adjust the height, then tighten. Hook up the groomer to your equipment and carefully pull the groomer off the pallet. The Premier Pro Groomer comes fully assembled. Just hook it up to your equipment's 3-point hitch. Before operating the groomer, check all of the bolts, lock collars, and bearings. These can vibrate loose from transport and usage. Tilt arms should hold themselves. Adjust the bolts if they are too loose. Check bolts on all of the coil tines and the S-tines. Check over the groomer again after the first 10 hours of use and every 40 hours after that. The swivel hitch should be greased after every 10 hours of usage to keep the swivel from wearing. Use 1 to 2 pumps to push out dirty grease. Bearings should be greased once a week or after every 40 hours of usage. Use 1 to 2 pumps to push out the dirty grease. Rotate the S-tine chisel points when there is evidence of wear. Simply flip each point around for a clean edge. Replace the chisel points when both sides have been used and are worn out. Coil tines will need to be replaced when worn out or if they are bent. Replacement parts are available for your Premier Groomer through Premier Equestrian. Your arena conditions and grooming goals will affect how you set up the groomer. Adjust the S-tines and coil tines and the smoothing bar accordingly for installation, daily or weekly grooming. Make lots of subtle adjustments to avoid damage to your groomer or to your arena. Grooming hard, packed ground may damage your groomer, so lower the tines in stages. The speed at which you groom will be affected by what you are trying to accomplish. We recommend not going above 7 miles per hour. Prevent damage to your base, arena mats, or separation cloth by digging to find out the maximum depth that you may set the tines. Make adjustments in small increments. Allow for the width of your index finger between the point and your base. Pull forward a few feet and check the depth. Check for the base depth throughout your arena, because there may be high and low spots. Here are some of the ways you can set your groomer. S-tines and coil tines angled forward and set deep. S-tines will lift small particles that have settled near the base. They also mix footing additives. Be very cautious about not going too deep if you have base mats or a separation cloth. Coil tines will break up chunks and help mix and blend the arena surface. S-tines angled forward, coil tines angled back. Both set shallow. S-tines will mix the top of the surface while compacting the mid-base. Coil tines will push material down to help pack. They also vibrate, filling in the grooves from the S-tines. S-tines angled back, coil tines angled forward, both set deep. S-tines will scrape hard spots in the base. They also loosen and redistribute material and sand to level the surface. Coil tines will break up chunks and help mix and blend the arena surface. S-tines and coil tines angled back and set shallow. Position the S-tines back to level and fluff the top layer of the arena surface. This position is also advised to protect base mats or separation layer cloths. Coil tines fill in the grooves from S-tines and help to compact the mid-base. For additional compaction, raise all the tines and finish using just the rollers. A thorough and consistent grooming program is key to maintaining great footing. Regularly mixing and leveling footing prevents long-term problems. Contact a Premier footing expert at 1-800-611-6109 to answer all of your grooming questions, or visit premierequestrian.com.